going to do clips on some updates in the garden at the house. This is our herb bed, which has been pretty much taken over by the cilantro, the parsley, and also we have this very strange flower. Let me see, where is it? Right there. Well, it grows all over, but it ended up in our herb bed, so definitely we will pull out this herb bed at the end of the season and restart again for next year. And we also have some lettuce over there. Lettuce. There's a lettuce. Okay, this is the sage that I received from a person in the village here. This is my second time to repot it. I'm not really sure what's going on. Got it in a bigger pot, so hopefully some life will come. Oh wait, we have life. These are new. Yeah, so it is doing good. I think it will make it, which is good because I really, really, really love sage. Over here is the sorrel. I'm not real clear what's going on with this one. It's got the brown leaves. It's been raining, but when I felt the dirt or compost, whatever it was that I put, well, I think it was compost I put in here, it's very dry. So even though it's been raining, it's not actually watering the plants. So I'll have to actually come out here and water the plants by hand, even when it rains, unless it's, you know, a serious downpour. It's more of one of those continual drizzly, dreary rains at the moment. These are some onions my husband planted in just a regular red glass bowl. He was running out of space to plant the onions, so we went in here. These are chives that we've had for a couple of years. They just keep growing. I cut them back, use them for salads, whatever. And we've got plenty of seeds there, so when these finally die out, we do have replacements. I'm not really concerned about this. They pretty much grow like grass. I've pulled a portion of the marjoram out of the bowl to give it some space here. This was just dead pieces of plant, so hopefully it'll allow the marjoram to grow this way. If I'm saying that word right, that's one word I have a problem with. Here's our rhubarb. It's growing, and now it is starting to struggle. Something is eating it. And apparently, it's going to be these bazillion bugs that are in here. They remind me of roly-poly. I think they're roly-polies. My husband said they're wood lice. Whatever they are, I guess they came from the hedge, pieces of the hedge that fell in here. Maybe not, I don't know, but somehow I've got to get rid of them because I really want some rhubarb next year. So I'm going to put some neem oil, and if that doesn't kill them, then I'll come back tomorrow and I guess just use some nice industrial strength bug spray on them. Well, I've sprayed neem oil in the pot, and it looks like they're all trying to get out, so maybe that will do it. I don't know. I'll check again tomorrow and see how my plants are doing and what the invasive bug population is doing in here. And if you have any suggestions as to if this is what is actually killing the rhubarb or if it's something else, please let me know. I've also put down slug pellets. Okay, we'll move on. Over here we have the sweet Sicily. And our hyssop is doing very good. We've got our lovage here. I really like this flavor of this herb. You just keep cutting it back and it grows some more. I cut off a couple stalks earlier, about a month ago. That one and that one there, and as you can see, we've got others trying to come. We've got more coming through, so. And we have another pot with some onions in it. This had the rosemary in it, which has been transferred to the side of the hill. And the corn's an okay size. It's starting to get a little bit stronger. This has been in here probably for about 2 weeks. And as I was running out of room for the sunflowers, I put the sunflowers in here as well. I've got a link on companion gardening, and it says they can go together. I don't know if I gave everybody enough room, but if I have to, I'll pull out a sunflower or two. I will put a link to the companion gardening in the description box below. And this is one of many tomato plants. That's fine. You can never really have too many tomatoes. And let's take a look at the summer squash. They're finally growing. I have 6 plants. And look, we got a little baby one. See? There it is. Yay! And we have this one here. Well, it's still growing. And we have that one there. And that one is still growing. This is the second biggest summer squash plant that I have. Let me zoom out. Well, actually lift the camera. There's no zoom on this. So it's not too bad of a size. I've gone through and cut off all the yellowing leaves just to help them along. And this one has, look, we got a summer squash there. Yay! And we have this plant there. And this is the biggest of the summer squash. Let's see. That's how big it is. And we don't have any on there, but we will. I believe. And as I was telling you in another video, I think I put it up, I've been using the rocks to keep the leaves off the ground, to prevent them from going moldy on us. So, here are the 6 summer squash. And there's my foot down there, so you can give you some kind of a concept of how big the plants are. Or would that be how big my foot is? Okay, moving on. These are the potatoes, which I did not plant. They were left in the ground from last year. So, we're just letting them grow because we did not actually plant any potatoes this year. And hopefully we'll be able to harvest some of these. So we have that group there. We have one over there. Little hanger on over there. And we've got 2 that shut up over there. So, I'm definitely watering them, and we'll see what we get from them. Over here is our Chinese cabbage. Look at that. That has just popped up. And I just watered them after pulling the little bitty weeds around them. And look, they were kind of flat, but now they're just kind of standing up going, here we are, look at us. I don't know what it is about plants, but it's like when you water them and you put your attention somewhere else for like 30 minutes, when you look back, it's like you can actually see they've grown. So, we will figure out what we're to do with these, how much longer they need to stay in the ground, and when they need to be harvested. I'm very happy to see this. It's very good to see the Chinese cabbage growing. There's a stone brewing. You gonna be ready for it? It's coming.